Over the last week, I've been explaining to you guys why I believe mid-2026 is going to be massive for crypto. Now, more than ever before, I'm even more convinced and more bullish for mid-2026. Donald Trump basically just stamped the approval of the bull run for mid-2026. We have a lot to discuss in today's video. This is one that you do not want to miss, that is for sure. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. I could always be wrong. Make sure you guys do your own research. Now, real quick before I continue, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. It requires no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that still plays around with leverage because you know what you're doing, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link will be in my description down below for anyone that's interested. Okay, so I'm looking at the markets right now, and I'm seeing a whole ton of green yet again. So this is what, day 4 or 5, where the market has been green, which is great. But if you guys watched my video from, well, maybe 5 days ago or something like that, I did predict that Bitcoin was going to rally up until around $98,000. As I'm recording this video, Bitcoin is currently sitting at $90,000. I'm going to pull up the Bitcoin chart in just a second, but I still want everyone to be a little bit on the defensive side because you never know if this is really a dead cat bounce. We have been in long overdue for a dead cat bounce or a relief rally. So it kind of looks like that's what we're getting right now. But regardless of what the markets does in the short term, in the long term, I am extremely bullish no matter what people are saying. Before I get into the reasons why, I want to show you guys something here. So this is a post from Robert Kiyosaki. He posted this while the markets were looking very bad, you know, Bitcoin's coming down, altcoins coming down. We get these types of posts all the time. And I always tell you guys, when the market is red, people want to bear post. When the market is green, people want to bull post. No one knows at the end of the day what they're talking about. The only thing that you can do is conduct your own research and go based off of your own gut pretty much, right? Because take a look at this. So biggest crash in history starting in 2013. I published Rich Dad's Prophecy predicting the biggest crash in history was coming. Unfortunately, that crash has arrived. So this man's been predicting this since all the way back in 2013, and he felt like now is a good time to talk about this prophecy, this massive crash that's coming because he sees some blood in the streets. Or at least at the time when he posted this, he saw some blood in the streets. You take a look at this guy right here as well. Big short investor Michael Burry warns Nvidia is a Cisco equivalent in today's AI boom. Sometimes the new company is the same company on a pivot. Michael Burry has doubled down on his concerns of a AI bubble, drawing similarities between Cisco during the late 90s .com crash and one key tech company today. You know, this guy is always screaming for a crash. He's been screaming for a crash I guess, his entire life possibly, right? But yeah, I just find it extremely funny that everybody just continues to scream for crashes. Or even if you take a look at a very popular crypto KOL, says this right here: don't listen to the delusional bulls. We are in a bear market. We are entering a global recession. We continue to print when the market dumps. Okay, so everyone just continues to call for a crash. And again, in the short term, I am actually not bullish at all. In the short term, I'm definitely bearish, but in the long term, I am 1000% bullish. Okay, I want you guys to check this out. All right, so this is one of the reasons why I am extremely bullish come mid-2026. So this was recently posted. So Kevin Hassett, Trump's reported crypto-friendly pick for the Fed. U.S. President Trump is slated to choose a new Federal Reserve chair by Christmas, and the frontrunner, Kevin Hassett, could be a boom for the crypto industry. Hassett is a White House economic advisor who has reportedly emerged as a strong candidate for the Fed chair position. He is the director of the National Economic Council and oversaw the Digital Asset Working Group directed by the White House earlier this year. That's massive news. Absolutely incredible. When you pay attention to what's going on in the overall world, actually, what you notice is we're getting a lot more crypto-friendly people, you know, in the governments, White House, Fed chair, all the surroundings. People are becoming more and more crypto-friendly. So those are certain signs, in my opinion, that cannot be ignored. So when I see people doom posting, saying things are going to crash, crypto's in a bubble or whatever, it's like, maybe, let's say crypto isn't a bubble. I don't think that bubble is going to burst anytime soon. Definitely not for 2026. Are we in a bear market right now? I am not going to say that we're in a bear market because I don't believe that we're in a bear market. I do think that we're in a pretty decent, potentially sizable correction in the short term, maybe over the next couple months. I think that the next couple months might be a little bit rocky, but come mid 2026, definitely not. I want you guys to check this out also, that was recently said. So, White House says tax refunds in 2026 are projected to be the largest ever. The largest ever. So, we continue to see massive signs which indicates that the market has the potential to really take off next year. And this is why I've been telling you guys that the time to prepare is right now. The time to prepare is while the markets are down. The time to prepare is not after Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, after if Bitcoin crosses $100,000 by the end of this year, which no one knows if that's going to happen again. But that is not the time to prepare. The time to prepare is when everyone is panicking. The time to prepare is when everyone is saying it's completely over. This man talking about 2013, he made some sort of prophecy. Like, these are the times when we need to prepare to make those life-changing returns. You know, sitting on the sidelines will never make you rich. You got to look for those opportunities. And when you see an opportunity present itself, when you see a price that you like, you got to strike. You got to go for it. I'm not telling anyone what to do right now. I'm not saying to go all in or anything like that. But you guys need to understand there are people out there right now that's actually willing to get rich or go broke trying. Again, I'm not telling you guys to do that. Never invest more than you're actually willing to lose. I don't want anyone to go broke trying to get rich, all right? But what I am saying is you got to have a very strong mentality because at the end of the day, only the strongest will survive in this space. Not everyone can make it. In order for there to be winners, there needs to be losers, all right? But let's talk about Bitcoin and what's going on with the charts right now. So first off, these coins are looking beautiful. I mean, Ethereum is back over $3,000. SWI sitting at 154. I made a nice quick swing trade here on SWI just a few days ago. Bought in at like 136. Sold at 161. Right now it's at 154. I have a feeling this thing is getting ready to take off just like the rest of the market. I also bought some more Tau around 288. It's sitting at 316. Not that bad. I actually should have opened up a long position because with everything that's going on with Tau, the halving, I mean, Tau could potentially really take off. So I have a nice sized bag of Tau, so I'm looking forward to that. But Bitcoin right now is sitting at $90,000, 350. Earlier in the week, I did say I saw a scenario where Bitcoin could reach around this target right here, which is around $98,000, which is a next level of resistance. And if it was to break above $98,000, then things are going to be just wonderful. Now, I do want you guys to remember something. Once Bitcoin gets closer and closer towards the $98,000, people are going to say that the bull market is back on. That's just naturally what ends up happening. I want you guys to be a little bit cautious because if 98,000 doesn't get broken, there is a scenario where Bitcoin could come crashing back down to 81,000, have a double bounce, get people start talking about the bear market is here again, and then start making its way back up again. So just keep those two targets in mind, 81,000. 98,000. Bitcoin breaks above $98,000 and holds, then things are going to get quite interesting. But if it rejects at $98,000, people are going to start screaming bear market again. So yeah, keep those two targets in mind. But as of right now, crypto is looking pretty good to me. I did mention this potential Santa Claus rally. If you guys watched my videos from just a few days ago, you didn't know what I'm talking about. So things are looking pretty good. No complaints. I'll take the green day anytime, right? Because we've just seen way too many red days for 2025. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links down below. And until next time, take care.